Okay, hello everybody, I'm Matthew, and in today's video we're going to do part 2 of my forensic tool series. So in part 2 of my forensic tool series, we're going to be going over the all-in-one software tools for digital forensics. Now in this case, we have tools like Belkasoft X, Axiom, and Autopsy. So first off, Belkasoft X, as we can see here on their site, is an industry tool, an industry standard tool actually, that is the flagship tool for computer, mobile, drone, car, and cloud forensics. And it has a very simple user interface that's easy to use. It can be used for comprehensive investigations. It's quick and smart. It saves you time, and the interface is very cool. It always looks something very much like this that you see in this picture. And you can gather information from data in many ways in it. Like as you can see here, you can add iPhones to it and capture data via jailbreaking, via iTunes backup, and full file system image. And you can do similar things with Android devices too. So now the forensic functionality of this has a lot of stuff as well. You can extract images of the computers, phones, drones, and all that stuff, and analyze them by breaking them up in many ways. And it can analyze apps like this as well. But all of this comes at a cost. However, if you're able to download the free trial and you like it and you need to buy it, it'll run you about $3,000 for license. On the other hand, Magnet Axiom is also another popular tool in the industry for digital forensics, and in this case, we're looking at one that also has a simple user interface like Belkasoft X, but in this case, it's actually two apps rolled into one. So the first app that you'd have is something like this, which is Magnet Axiom process, which allows you to take data off of a device. And then you'd also have Magnet Axiom Examine, which allows you to examine the stuff from the device. And Examine will look like this. So it's very similar to what you would see if you were on Belkasoft X. But I like Belkasoft X better because, as you can see here, if we look under videos, I don't know if I'm allowed to show
Hello,
this.
this is the Belkasoft Evidence Center X, or Belka X for short, tutorial series. In this video, we're going to review the Belka X dashboard. The first links can be very interesting. It is automatically added by
But
the
I'm gonna
product,
say it looks
which are
cool
stored
because
inside data sources you've added explicitly.
it shares things like that.
Every box in the middle part.
And then if I can show another one,
Hello, this is the Belkasoft dump or even an entire data source. Hex Viewer can be found in the Tools menu
It
throughout
looks like that. The
various
thing that I
tabs
like
within
most about it is
Belkasoft.
the panels, how they show
Cellebrite
information like
X,
that.
search results.
But then if we go down to Magnet Axiom again and look at videos of it,
Okay, so in this example, media categories, this is for your categorizations.
although you configure it,
child abuse
or although you can
investigations,
configure Magnet Axiom to be somewhat
screen its
like
own
that,
key list. So
like
even though
things
you would
are
add a key list
like
in
things are
the
in
process section,
Belkasoft
if
X.
those aren't the key
Belkasoft
lists
X
that you
has
wish
it
to
like
add,
that
you can add that
immediately,
here.
so that makes it a lot more helpful,
Import text
a lot
and
cooler.
keyword
So that's why I like that better.
KWS files, partial results.
And again, just like Belkasoft X, Magnet Axiom is also very expensive. On the other hand, there are some tools like this Autopsy digital forensics, which I'm going to show you live in this demo, which you can get for free and have your fun with for totally free. So the way you download this is go to autopsy.com, like you see in this tab, and then you download it. You press this button for Windows, and you can also do it on Linux and OS X by downloading the zip file and or doing in any other way you see on this. But if you download the 64-bit executable, you can save it anywhere, and then you can open it. And then once you open it, it'll do the installer, and you'll be able to install it and get something like this, Autopsy 4.20. And when you open it, it looks like this. And it opens up to allow you to do new case, open recent case, or just open a general case that you have had. So if you make a new case in it, you can make a case name, say like, oh, what's today's date? 4/5? And if you're an actual person in the field, you can write a case number and name, phone, and email, and all of that stuff. But since I'm just a student of the software, I just click finish. And then it does its thing for all the case files, creating all the directories it needs for the case files, and then once it gets done with that, you can add evidence. And when you add evidence, you can press next. You can just press next for this, possibly. So you can either add disk images, local disks, logical files, unallocated space files, autopsy image results, and XRY, which is another forensics tool, data from another forensics tool. Now in this case, for this demo, I'm going to be doing logical files. And so for logical files and folders, you can just navigate to the place where you need to be. And in this case, I will need to be in I believe that stuff. I believe I wanted this one. I'll go up one. So if I will do that, and just click the check mark boxes on all the ones that you need. And once you do that, it'll add all the stuff for it. And then you can click finish and wait for it to export the data. And while it finds all the data on it, I'll say that Autopsy is not always the most accurate thing for processing. And I personally like other ones of the industry standard tools that are actually paid, because I've used them a lot before for capture the flag games and all of those other cool types of events. And as well, there's other things like ILEAP, which you can see down here. You can see down here it's running the iOS analyzer with ILEAP, which is something that we're going to be discussing later on. But I like that tool, as well as other tools that are not Autopsy. Because Autopsy itself is a little bit less accurate and less useful at times than our other tools that I've used before. Now this takes quite a while. So while it's doing that, we do have multiple file views here. So in many cases, like if you have computer data, you can find files pretty easily by going by file type. So in this case, we see it already parsed out from this iPhone image that I put. Some pronunciation dictionaries and pronunciation maps, as well as net usage data, among other things that it posted out. So and you can also see here by the type of data, you can see that it parsed out a bunch of metadata files from metadata.json. You could see here also that Autopsy has its own hex editor. So you see that this JSON data is also readable by human beings. And you can see names. There's also lots of JavaScript files in here. And it also finds a bunch of just random plain text data here. And so you can see that this is in Spanish. Ooh, yes, in S format now. So you can see that this file right here is JSON data. And also JSON data. Okay, cool, now it's done. So it didn't find any images here. It didn't found some databases. And overall, it didn't find that many things here. No deleted files. It didn't find metadata about file sizes. It didn't find data artifacts. It found a lot of stuff about email addresses. It found a lot of email addresses here. Right there you can see that there's a lot of stuff. So now is a good time as ever. Now will be a good time as ever to just wrap this up already and talk about the assignment that I have for you guys today. Now the assignment that I have for you guys today after this video is, I'm going to go to my Google Drive. To this iOS image that I have here. I will make a copy of it and put it in the description. But so this iOS image is something that I have and that I would like you guys today as the assignment for this video to analyze an autopsy and see what's going on and see what you can find inside it. Now it's a much smaller image than the iPhone image that I showed you in this one. But it still has some cool stuff inside it, so find whatever you can with Autopsy. Now, thank you for watching the video. I hope you learned something and enjoyed it. And in the next episode, we're going to be talking about SQL database parsers. So have a great day and enjoy the work that I provided for you.